fiction writer, my characters can do anything. They can fly, they can be invisible, they can, go into different worlds other than the one we live in, and I'm really having fun with it.
And your upcoming book, The Narrows of Fear, invites us into the lives of Indigenous women who are healing or being healed by other women. Do you feel that your writing has the capacity to advance the national conversation about issues that Indigenous people face? And what do you hope that Indigenous readers and readers from settler communities will take away from your body of work?
I really need to celebrate First Nations, Métis, and Inuit women, because we have not been. And that was the other thing about being a journalist. Every time we would produce stories in the newsroom about First Nations issues with anything, it was always negative. And our women were always portrayed as being homeless or victims or, prostitutes or drug users in the media. And I think as a writer, I just got really tired of that because it's a stereotype. And so what I needed to do was create these characters. And it's not even creating, it's just taking the personalities and the traits of all these amazing Indigenous women I know right across Canada. And that was the really nice thing about being a journalist, was I traveled everywhere in the country. And same with being a writer. And so you meet all these beautiful, strong, resilient people who are building community. And those are the ones that I want to celebrate in my writing. And they overcome all sorts of things. And it was important for me to say that, because I'm tired of people looking at women with brown skin and saying, oh, well, you're probably a secretary, or no, I'm actually a lawyer, or I'm a judge, or I'm a national television news anchor. Stop with the stereotypes. And
And your books address some pretty serious, heavy, challenging issues, yet you manage throughout your style and your voice to bring a certain lightness of touch to these difficult topics. As a writer, how easy or difficult has it been for you to find the right words to explore these issues in your writing?
Once I start, it's not that difficult at all. And I don't know how to explain this, but once I really get into a project, I think about it, honestly, 24 hours a day. So when I'm sleeping, if I'm having problems writing and I come to a spot where I'm not sure how to express it, somehow it comes to me while I'm asleep. And so I will have information or dreams or whatever you want to call it, and inspiration while I'm sleeping. And then I wake up, like I said, automatically and carry on from there. So that part's not difficult, I think. I'm constantly also trying to get better at it, and hopefully I will look in 10 years back at my first novel and say, wow, that was really not very good. Well, it's funny because I've heard other writers do that too. It's like, okay, I started here and now I'm here on my 10th novel or whatever, and I look back and it's like, I don't even like that anymore. But it's at some point you have to let a project go, because somebody also asked, well, when do you stop editing? How do you stop rewriting it? How do you know when you're finished with a project? And you never are. Like I have reread Bearskin Diary, and it's published and it's been on the market, and it's been its second, I think, going into its third printing. And I will read it and say, wow, I really should have changed the sentence structure there. So the editing process never stops. But as a writer, I would advise other writers, at some point you're done. At some point you're finished. Just know in your heart that, okay, I'm done now. And take the dog for a walk then. Go out and plant your garden, bake something. and just enjoy life. And
Carol Rose GoldenEagle, thank you so much for being with us. Our listeners, Carol Rose GoldenEagle will be appearing at our fully online 2020 edition of BookFest Windsor Festival du Livre, October 15th to 18th. Please visit www.bookfestwindsor.com for more details.